100% of them get NCEA. They get all of their kids across the line.
This is anecdotal, right? And this is an independent school that currently exists under the current model, but under the previous iteration of what were then called charter schools, is there high-level evidence that suggests that learning outcomes for Māori and Pacifica were improved?
Look, you're going to have to talk to David Seymour about the detail on all of this, but I know.
Oh, this is the I'm running away now. This is the equivalent of run away. You know that scene from Monty Python, Holy Grail. That's what she's the fucking minister. She's the buck stopper. This is the runaway bit.
Were improved.
Look, you're going to have to talk to David Seymour about the detail on all of this, but I know
the regulatory impact statement says it was unclear if the model had an impact on the academic achievement of these specific learner groups. That's what the regulatory impact statement said. Yeah. But then your cabinet paper said it promised improved learning outcomes.
Yes, well, it wasn't my cabinet paper; it was David Seymour. So let's be clear about that.
You're the minister with overall responsibility.
Yeah. Run away! He's in the detail on this. I am the responsible.
See what I mean? The cabinet paper's promising one thing. The regulatory impact statement from when
said it wasn't
charter schools approved said there was no evidence.
But we're doing things differently this time for a start. So David Seymour is taking a look at what
not necessarily better, as Joy always says.
We did before. This is a small-scale trial where we're not going to set and forget. We're going to learn from as we go.
It's not that small.
Well, there's 15 new schools, right? So in the grand scheme of things, quite small.
Relative to the overall.
Quite small, right? So we're learning from what happened before, and I know David's doing a number of things differently. But secondly, it's all about the contracting, right? So when we're saying to it, the whole point of these new schools is to set up to offer those people who don't have any other choice but their local failing school something different. And the contracting is
even the framing of that, their local failing school. Remember, we had this conversation with a person, I didn't say who it was, from a department last week, and they said to us in our meetup, we're contractually obliged to not criticize the public department we're living for. And she just goes out there and basically just whitewashes, the failing local, the failing. That's the framing of it. Is that the local school will fail and the charter school will be fantastic. I do like that sound effect. It's working. It's worth its weight in gold today.
The important part, you have to meet certain outcomes if you want this funding and if you want to be a charter school. Because currently the alternative is, we're sending our Māori and Pacifica students to schools that fail them and have failed them for decades. We want to try something different. We want these schools to innovate.
Got it. So Māori and Pacifica are an experiment. That's what you're saying. Because what you're saying here, okay, let's be clear. What you're saying here is it hasn't worked in the past, so we're going to give something else a crack. So what you're doing is you're going to get a generation of Māori and Pacific children and children in general, and you're going to do an experiment on them. And it might work, but guess what else? Might fucking not.